the way or whatever it is. Like, I'll give him an actual item so that he can just he doesn't give it back. Like, I'll give him my like Aquila or something. Like, knowing it's gone. It's not coming back to me, but
My lord, the draft is ready.
oh, fantastic! Please put us into the draft.
I will curtsy us in.
You'll curtsy us in. Ooh.
This cable is all right. Ow.
Was that curtsying or sitting down?
I don't know. I need practice.
All right, we are in the draft, and they already started the first 2 drafts for both sides. Undying, Pugna, Trient, and Wisp. Seems like Wisp is more like a respect band to Team Sterling Global Dragons.
Yeah, we've seen Wisp a couple times. Have we seen any teams win with it? I think we've seen one win.
We had an IO Gyro.
It was the IO Gyro yesterday.
Yeah, it was the one that was disconnecting all the time. They had the game in the bag,
that
pretty
was
much.
Tigers. Right?
Tigers.
Yes,
So
Tigers.
that was
In your dream was playing Gyro.
So out of the 3 times we've seen Wisp, so far it is 1-2. So it's had 2 losses and 1 win.
How about first band, Hornwell, Trient Protector?
That's definitely respect.
Oh yeah, definitely for that one. Don't really want to give him his
Tiny, third. First,
Are you one of those keep a branch
Nick,
in your inventory until like 40 minutes kind of Treant Protector's Guts?
No.
You're not?
I'm not a
Are
Treant
you?
player.
Oh, you're not? Really? That surprises me.
I
thought
would
I
be
could take you for
displeased.
one.
Okay. What makes a Treant player?
I think so. The reason why we considered Hanwell to be like a quintessential Treant player, so you spend more time on the enemy side of the map than your side of the map, and I personally consider the Living Armor Treant to be the true Treant. The Leech Seed thing. I see the viability of it, but more than just being a lane bully, it's more being like a perpetual Nyx assassin. You're not restricted by vendetta time. You're just guys in 24/7. And
your utility of fixing towers and stuff, saving peeps.
Saving peeps.
Yeah. While you're just jungling around and killing sentry wards at the same time.
I mean, as the roaming tree, it's not like you couldn't do it. You could still get that point in living armor. It's just it's a little bit slower. It's not as efficient as it would be if you had it maxed out early. So you got your options. Do you want to heal towers, or do you want to go annoy people? Or do you want to play Ricky? Because Ricky's not viable.
Ricky's in the dumpster. The latest I heard, Reddit, they ruined Ricky. They're now trying to ruin PA.
Okay, how did they how'd they ruin Ricky first?
By complaining he was OP.
How is he OP?
Exactly. That's the question I'm still asking to this day.
And the latest patch was so harsh for Ricky. It's like 5 nerfed for that Ricky. 5 things to nerf. It's just ridiculous, man.
Fog was pissed. I remember watching your main cast right after the D patch dropped.
But they never ruined Bounty Hunter.
No
one cares about Bounty.
He's been nerfed a little bit, but yeah, the next one, it's PA. If you're a PA player out there, watch out. They're coming for you. There may not be many PA. Apparently, there's a lot of PA players running games.
Supposedly.
So supposedly, why is PA OP?
I don't fucking know.
People have issues just being one-shotted from several miles away.
I guess it's similar to the Ricky or.
So the biggest issue everyone had with Ricky was his Blink Strike talent being like 1,000 billion range, which I think was warranted. I think that nerf I was okay with that being nerfed because the potential for it's kind of like how Shaker before you were able to root him and he could just enchant totem 24/7, except Ricky's Blink Strike was on an equally slow cooldown. Roots did disable it, but either way, I can see people get very irritated when they can't kill anyone, and so that nerf was warranted. But like the smokescreen nerf, I think that was a little bit much. The AOE on Tricks of the Trade being nerfed, I think that was a bit much. I don't know.
I didn't even read what got nerfed. I just saw he was getting nerfed. And I'm like, well, this is a bad hero being nerfed.
He was on the verge of competitive. You're like, if he makes it into a Captain's Mode game, then maybe I'll start paying attention.
Yeah, I might read his skills.
And he gets nerfed. It's like, sweet, less to study.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful there. I mean, eventually maybe Ricky just gets deleted from the game, just like some of the items that we had.
Rest in peace.
Poor Medshield.
That was one time. Iron Talon. I want to see the return of Iron Talon.
I don't.
I'm sad to see it gone.
Kind of wish Iron Talon never existed in the first place. Because
Yeah.
it came in and then they were just like, nope, we're not doing this.
I don't miss it because I refused to build it all the time because I was very stubborn as an offlane player because I was like, it was like a consolation prize for offlane players. It's like, oh, you can't take the lane anymore? That's okay. We'll give you an Iron Talon. Just go jungle for a little bit. And I was like, no. It is the suicide lane. I will fight or die. And that's why I stopped playing offlane because
So
I
in
just
other
never built
words,
it.
you'll basically say, hence I will suicide
Yes,
in
exactly.
the lane.
It was an honorable death, though.
Okay.
Whereas an Iron Talon was a coward's way out, in my opinion.
Okay.
Oh.
And nowadays you
I
just get a
use it on
supported
my
lane.
Yeah,
Spectre
exactly.
though.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
carries started getting it. Lone Druid's
Yeah.
got 2 Iron Talons on their hero and the bearer, so I don't know. The item was perhaps ahead of its time.
Well, no more Iron Talon today.
But I do miss the poor man shield.
Poor man shield didn't do anything to deserve being removed.
It's kind of broken, to be honest.
Just
If
leave
you
it
are
alone.
a Spectre and you're gonna deal with some range heroes, your life is much better than
It's called a poor
without
man
poor man
shield.
shield.
You think
It's
this
a poor
Aquila on
shield.
everyone's gonna get nerfed in 7.2?
Aquila.
Literally every single
I think it
strength
should be the
agi.
price. It should be the price will be up a little bit.
Okay.
Not should
Maybe
be
don't
like
let it-
ability remove or nerf ability.
Shouldn't let it be disassembled. You should not be allowed to disassemble it.
I'd
be okay
That's,
with
I'd
that.
be fine
Yeah.
with that.
It was already nerfed a little bit, right? In
a little
very
bit.
recent
So you don't get.
The
You used to get even more
damage.
free damage.
Yeah, it's less damage than it used to be, like 3 damage or
I
something.
think so. Yeah.
It's my
So
favorite.
it's-
My favorite Ring of Aquila.
Do you build it on your visages?
Pretty much every hero
Yeah.
Yeah,
that I play.
it's good on Visage for
Yeah.
sure. I don't think it's an every game kind of item though. I
Really?
don't know.
Becoming a core items,
Yeah.
like for core heroes
It-
item.
It's Visage is a item timing dependent hero, so it slows down your timings.
That's
bit.
what I figured.
So,
so you
it's
need
not
that-
like yeah, if you get your Helm of the Dominator slower, it can not ruin, but you're pushing towers later. I'll get the Bassi though normally. But
Leave it at that. Okay.
anyways, no Visage here yet. Maybe it comes out later.
Second
King would be
phase.
pleased.
I bet.
Ooh.
Do you think why people pick up less drums these days?
I think it just fell out of flavor. I saw Ramses was buying it when he was playing. VP were playing in a tournament recently, and he was buying on Terrorblade. So
Oh, the Terrorblade,
speaking of which,
just like the king ordered.
Yep.
Not Visage though.
no,
I
disappointing.
kind of like the drum, to be honest. I like it both drum or the Ring of Aquila, but it's just that drum is 2,000 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
expensive. I think for supports, there's always a better item to get. Nice thing with Terrorblade, it's just a stats item that seems okay. It doesn't really slow you down too much. But not sure. It's just a weird item. It used to be too cost effective, and now it's like not quite cost effective enough.
I think Bat is pretty much the only hero who will reliably build it, and that's only if they're wanting to skip the Blink Tiger first.
Yeah, it starts from BD Lamb. He went for it first.
Oh, he was the Bat Drum.
Yeah. He started
Originator?
out
Okay.
in China. I told you about the China tasting system.
Right.
Yeah, the test.
But re-explain it, just in case anyone wasn't watching the
okay,
first time.
so if you're a young kid, young boy, want to go into the China a major Dota 2 scene, you gotta go to these powerhouse and test it out, right? Go for a trial. And if you say, hey man, I'm an offlaner, the first player that the first hero that they will give you to play is Batrider. So if you cannot play Batrider, they will see you not a good offlaner. Yeah, that was 2 test hero for an offlaner. First is a Batrider and second is Sand King. Yeah.
There we go. Well, no one's playing Sand King anymore, though.
Yeah, I mean we
It's
Oh,
saw
Batrider,
it
really?
I think
yesterday.
it's just the hero skill it's for taste the skills of the
Yeah.
players. You know, the way you do like multiple targets, burrow strike, and how your timing on the landing epicenter is just you can determine who is who has potential
Yeah.
from that.
It requires some skill and game sense.
Like, I'm sure Shadow Fiend's probably still the mid-test, and I haven't seen a Shadow Fiend in
Yeah.
ages.
There's some heroes that are just a lot easier to kind of play at a decent to high level.
Right.
Oh,
that was my
so-
issue with Lich for a while. Everyone at Heimer was just spamming Lich, and I was just like, okay, this hero is pretty brainless. You spam your sacrifice, You win your lane.
Yeah, that was the
I'm
week
not
that
impressed.
the range creep was like 60%
Oh
EXP of the wave.
Yep.
Well, it seems like the Yoshimoto DeToNator just adapt that NA into their playstyle, having that Ogre Magi as their core.
Ooh, yeah. Dazzle Ogre lane. That sounds pretty scary.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have the best hero to deal with a Terrorblade right now. None of their heroes actually really deal with pushing out waves or clearing out illusions.
Could go Zeus.
They
Not
banned
enough.
Tinker themselves, so that's, I
They
guess,
don't?
not what they wanted.
So they're thinking support Lina?
Yeah, that'd have to be.
It's kind of hard for Yoshimoto DeToNator to push the towers at the moment. None of them are tower wreckers.
Not just that though, their control is kind of lacking. Like you're up against a Weaver that's going to be consistently Sakuchi'd. There's a Lina that's going to be mostly in Fiery Soul, so she's going to be pretty quick. Terrorblade's really fast naturally.
Maybe
they're-
they wanna put
and
hope on Silencer.
No,
But
it's going to be a support silencer.
It's not about the cores and everything. You know, it's like trying to set up for some of these kills because you can't rely on Mirana to just throw an arrow and land it on everyone. Like Ogre is like the real setup for Mirana. Silencer is not going to do anything. Like the silence will help though. Silence is really good at just catching out that Weaver.
It could go Leshrac or Ember on DeToNator. It's a hero who can clear out waves, deal with Terrorblade illusions, synergize with Mirana, Arrow, and Fire Blast.
Also, skill shot disables on Sterling aside from the Carapace.
They could also just Drow, right? Drow's still in the pool?
Drow is the
For Sterling?
Sterling Global Dragon's favorite strat. They are one of the few teams that still run
Okay.
it out. But when they're gonna pick Drow, they're gonna pick it with the Dragonite or
yeah,
Puck.
I think they can't really pick it with Terrorblade, but we could see DeToNator picking it.
Ooh, okay, Nature's Prophet. So going back for the Spartan Natures. Man, Spartan's left a
It's kinda
real
hard
footprint.
Kind of hard to guess how they're gonna place their lanes or who's gonna play which role. Pretty versatile, these heroes in Sterling Global Dragons. Yoshimoto, last pick.
There's a DK.
Dragonite.
DK? Okay.
So it's push, Dragon Tail, reliable disable as well.
Don't really have much to deal with Terrorblade, unless you get like 2 Maelstroms on Mirana and
Yeah.
DK.
DK is one of those, like, it's okay against Terrorblade if you have, like, another carry
Right.
scaling hero, because you mitigate damage with Breathe Fire and you have some AoE, but it's like, it's not going to counter the TB.
I'm just curious as how they're gonna play this Dragonite. Will they play him as the first initiator with a blink dagger, jumped in with the dragon tail, or just might as leave it? Play him as the leader of the pack. Just go for some tanky items with some aura and grouping up together with the other guys and put the pressures on towers instead. And forget about ganking those Weaver or Terrorblade.
Yeah,
They can try, but then they're going to get outscaled because their push isn't that great. It's literally just DK for push.
I think even the mid-game timing for detonators is really small. They have like this little window where they'll be strong.
Seems like we all see that this is gonna be a rough game for Yoshimoto DeToNator according to the
Yeah.
draft.
But I've doubted them in drafts before, and they've proven competency. So
yeah. Their lanes look incredibly strong. Like, both these supports are lane winners. Ogre, as a core, wins his lane. DK is never going to lose his lane.
True
Right.
that.
Mirana has a lot of kill potential.
at
as well.
most, Dazzle will struggle to deal with Treants, but that's about it. And Shadow
Yeah.
Wave,
Yeah.
you can usually be fine. You just hug the creep wave, and then the Treants can't really harass you.
And it's
I
the Dazzle with the Ogre, too, so I
Right.
imagine, like,
Okay.
either way, it's going to be Dazzle with a decent
I
lane
can't
target.
wait to see, man. Let's go.
Okay, I can do it again.
Curtsy round 2.
Yeah.
Are we
But
going to get a
then-
sound effect as well this time?
Yes.
Yay.
Play me a song.
Play you a song. How about...
What is that? A market?
Like, I'm at the baseball right now.
Interesting choice.
Perfect.
Alright, Cyclops, who do you want to introduce first?
Okay, you do first.
Okay, I'll be going on the Radiant side. We have the Sterling Global Dragons. We're going to start with Macy on our Terrorblade. We have Nazdo on the Lina, Janual on the Nature's Prophet, Rampo on the Weaver, and Kiritz on our Nyx Assassin.
Yoshimoto DeToNator on our Dire side, Raging Potato on a Dazzle, Ben-Hur on Dragonite, the YSC on Mirana, RR on Silencer, and Sam H on Ogre Magi. I think Sam is still on trying out, well, with Raging Potato too.
Oh, you think they're just...
I don't know, they haven't added tag yet.
They might just see if it's going to be more people from Sterling, but doesn't seem like it. Ends up being 3 Radiant Bounty Runes.
Good start for SGD. They are the kind of team that are having a very good control from the start. I can say that the SGD mid-game transition is quite better than other team in this tournament. That means if they can get a good early game, there's more chance that they can just snowball and one side end the game.
Let's see how these lanes go, because GoDz did say that there are a lot of lane dominators on the side of DeToNator. We'll see if they can do it. Bottom lane is definitely going to be scary because you've got a big fat ogre in the front, followed by a dazzle in the back, and you don't want to mess with either of these heroes. Middle lane DK should be fine against Lina, right?
Yeah, it should be fine with the armor and all the regen. If he can dodge all the spells, yeah, that would be great. But if he cannot, then it will be fine. You just might have to send another set of the Tango.
And we missed first blood there, Xyclopzz. It's Kiritz going down to YSC.
Worry not. Jeremy, he is on point. He has called first blood.
It's all good. That's why we have a dedicated observer. Because we're incompetent.
I hate laning against Ogre Magi.
Why do you hate
I hate
laning?
him because he's big. And it's really hard to just... Sometimes when the creep is behind him, you just have to go around him. And when you do that, you get hit at least 2 times.
So you hate him because he's just big?
Yeah, he's just fat. He should go... Yeah, I don't hate fat people. It's just that he's fat in lane and it's kind of hard to walk around him.
Okay, Xyclopzz.
As king, I am requesting a formal apology for the fat shaming of Ogre Magi.
No, it's not.
A formal apology of at least 30 seconds starting at the 2-minute mark.
No, it was a baited question from my play-by-play caster.
just
I
tell
require
Sam
a formal apology.
I am sorry. It's just that he's kind of blocked the way we walk in the lane. That's all.
No, 15 more seconds of prostration, Xyclopzz.
I am sorry. Like, from the bottom of my heart, really. Yeah.
Is your heart empty now?
Yeah, got nothing.
Okay, Xyclopzz. Got it. Oh my goodness. So it looks like Lina's going to be leading the CS charts with 14 compared to the 10 of the DK Weaver at 10 CS, 9 on the Terrorblade. So lane is looking pretty good here for the Radiant side. Sterling Global Dragons hopefully going to transition quite well into that mid game because DeToNator's going to be relying on this laning stage to really push them through to apply this pressure onto Sterling Global Dragons. Actually, whose job is it on the side of Sterling on the side of DeToNators? Whose job is it to carry their momentum? Is it the DK or is it the Mirana?
No, it's part by part. In the first, this is gonna let that Mirana roam out first once he got some core items, while DK will just stick to the middle lane. I'm pretty sure that he will be there for at least 10 minutes of the game. But when top lane going well, if they get some kills, maybe a few kills and a tower.
Like that Weaver, they get that kill, although they lose their silencer in the process, so 1-to-1, but it's still the farming Weaver for a support.
That Mirana will be the one who just teleport down to lanes and towers, just shooting arrows and Starstorm to counter ganks.
Yep.
But it will depend on their results in the lane too.
Okay, gonna be jumping onto the Mirana again, using 1 leap charge. Has no leaps left now, actually, so he's been using quite a lot of those in the laning stage. Speaking of Mirana, she has built the OP Ring of Aquila.
Yep.
Do you have anything you want to say about that, Tsunami?
Literally everyone bought it. Lena bought it. Your int, strength, agi, it doesn't matter.
How many heroes have it? Hang on, let's
How many
take a
will
look.
we see this
Actually, I
game as
kind
well?
of like Mirana going with a dual aura too, like Ring of Aquila, Drum of Endurance, to just maximize the stats and also the movement speed and stuff.
DK is going Soul Ring, otherwise usually they would. I mean, like usually DKs go with that, but most mids almost always go
We've
Aquila.
got 3 Aquilas in the game so far.
Yeah, I would say either 3 or 4 is probably going to be the limit.
Yeah.
And it used to be like, oh, you only build like 1 or 2, and you click on your ally, and you're like, oh, you're building an Aquila. Well, never mind then. I'll build something else. Not the case.
I've seen the core ogre get the.
Oh
Aquila
yes,
before
yeah. I've been
too,
watching
actually.
Xy's stream. He's been getting a lot of that.
I mean, back then when it's not even a Ring of Aquila yet, when somebody built a Ring of Basilius in the game.
Yeah, exactly. Just that was like a 500 gold item, and people were like, oh, you have a Bazzi? Why'd you build a Bazzi? I already have a Bazzi.
Is Daniel dead here? Being chased down by this Dazzle. This Dazzle hurts with the poison touch. And Daniel gets taken down. Gotta say, this Ogre Dazzle lane, they're actually sharing the CS. Would you prefer that, or would you rather the Ogre get most of the CS? Because the thing I'm worried about is that they're not necessarily shutting down the Terrorblade.
No, I don't think it's a big deal shutting down the Terrorblade with this kind of lane Ogre Magi. That you can't stop Terrorblade from farming for sure. All you just need to do is just get like some certain levels just to be good enough to join a team fight. And I think Terrorblade can be dealt with later.
So you can deal with him later.
When you just shut down all the tier 1 tower yet, and have a lot of, like a big advantage to the game.
Okay. Top lane, Mirana's CS is looking very poor against this Weaver. And you can tell that this Nyx Weaver lane has been a real pain in the backside because Silencer can't really do anything to both Nyx or Weaver. And Mirana can only rely on those lucky, not really lucky arrows, but well-placed arrows. But that's hard against a hero such as Weaver and even Nyx. So, for DeToNators, are you worried that your Mirana's not laning that well? Oh, they might lose her here. Oh, that would be big if they get this kill. This shouldn't be a kill. That's fine. It'll be healing back up. Silence on the Weaver. Okay. Oh, the arrow lands. But it's a really close one. They don't quite get the duration that they're looking for.
I mean, every time that, well...
Are they still going for this Mirana? YSC, he's got no leaps over. He actually stuck around. Oh dear, he's gonna die now.
It's kind of
There
bad.
goes the kitty cat. This is really bad. Bottom lane, there's gonna be a kill onto Janual, but they do lose Raging Potato. Still the Ogre lane, it's fine. Top lane, they're gonna get another kill onto RR as well.
I mean,
Look at that level 1 last word. It's so little damage now.
That would have been a kill.
That would have been a kill in the last patch.
By
Oh.
120 damage.
so you guys seem satisfied with the nerf of the Silencer.
Yes,
He was a pain.
It was
Oh my God.
incredibly frustrating to deal with because it was like the most value of value points. It was 120 damage for a level 1 spell. Silencer would just be walking by your mid lane and just like, oh hey, last word.
And so what, it was like 95 mana cost? or
Yeah, it
something
was
incredibly
ridiculous.
low?
The efficiency
Yeah.
was outrageous.
Oh, we're gonna get a backstab here from Ben-Hur and Raging Potato. Okay, they don't find Janual.
They
Wow.
Just gonna
have
grab
been
the
juked.
tower.
Okay.
They got out-juked.
Man, they even had a scan. What confidence.
The problem about the death of that Mirana is the more you die on top lane, in this safe lane where you're supposed to be, having a good time over there, the more you die, the slower you get out to the world and rotating to just help the counter gang.
And not just that though, Tsunami might be very displeased if this is a utility Mirana.
Dude, if I swear to God, like, she has to carry this game. So Xyclopzz said that either DK or Mirana can go out first into the world. And
At this rate, it's going to be DK.
right, and that if that's the case, I don't know if they're communicating. They need to communicate about like which one of us is going to go into the jungle and farm, which one of us is going to go, get mid-game ganks, because both of them cannot fulfill the same job.
Yeah,
But can we even say like both of them are ready? Because you look at their CS compared to their lane competitors, massive difference.
I mean, it looks like DK wants to participate already, having headed down to this bot lane for the gank, now trying to kill this Nyx assassin.
He's got the level advantage compared to the Mirana, so I guess that's the advantage of running the DK. You get those levels, you're at least able to participate in ganks, but scaling-wise, I mean, look at Ben-Hur's items. He's piss poor.
Actually, I say that I think Mirana needs to be the one to start the gang before DK. DK, for me, in my opinion, I think he needs some time to just stay in that lane for around like 10, 15 minutes of the game. Just get some core items that he needs and maybe get the first mobility item first, Shadow Blade, or and then just after that just get a Black King buy. It's supposed to be Mirana, but it turns out that Mirana lane didn't went so well. Died one time to the Weaver.
The nice thing about the DK roaming is your ulti is a tower push. Like if Mirana roams, you might get a kill, but you don't push towers. DK, it's like if you get a kill, you push a tower, or if you don't get a kill, you push a tower. And teams value taking towers more than they do getting kills.
No, that's also a good point too.
They are trying to push this bottom tower with Ben-Hur. He's just going to fling a few of his little poison breaths onto the tower. That's going to be fine, but they have a rotation coming in, and it's Nazjo. And if they lose the DK, that's the dragon form all done and dusted. Nice done, though.
Still no Shallow Grave?
Nope, no Shallow Grave there from Adazzle.
Haven't done it yet.
The lead.
Oh, come on.
They're still looking. Kiritz, he wants this so bad. Kiritz really wants this kill.
Oh,
not enough damage, just a little bit more.
Armor!
There we go.
Yeah.
Get what they're looking for.
I feel like that Dazzle could have died to save DK there.
Yeah.
He should have done some body blocks. He run a different direction.
True that.
If he ran a different direction, I'm pretty sure they would have gone after the DK.
Yeah, but like Dazzle's in the perfect place to just
To body
be
block
a distraction.
Though, yeah, body blocking would have been great. Okay.
6 to 5.
Rampo, not gonna die. Rampo has just gone all out crazy in this lane. And no arrow to land there either for YSC.
It is so hard to land an arrow in the side lanes than middle.
Not even the side lanes. Trying to land an arrow on a Weaver is like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
It's possible though if she hits.
Yeah.
But yeah, it depends on Weaver reaction too, like you said, yeah.
Yeah.
Weaver, once you see the arrow, you just shoot she away.
And then it also goes back to their draft as well. If you give Mirana a laning partner that can also set up for the arrows, there is kill potential in that lane. Mirana is pretty good when it comes to kills, but with a silencer, I mean, the effectiveness of them ganking, it's not that great unless Mirana lands the arrow. And most of the time the players see the arrows coming, so they could just juke them out. So I'm a bit worried here because they have a silencer as a support. Their other support is a Dazzle. Like both of these supports are not the best when it comes to ganking. They need the Ogre or the DK to set up the Mirana.
It's one thing is I think it's obviously now that DeToNator is trying to fix the bad early game on Mirana lane by pushing out all the tier 1 towers. They looks a bit hurry with that Sam is spamming the ignite and also the Bloodlords are trying to force the DK. Hey man, go up the high ground. We need to get the mid tier 1 tower.
Oh, top lane. They managed to get a 2-person stun. Okay, looks like RR will be able to run away from there. Sam H comes in. The arrow doesn't land. Kiritz is still alive. They should be able to get him though, but that should have been a lot easier.
Yeah, they should take this opportunity to push the towers. But it seems like they're just gonna get that harass from that Rampo dragging the creep wave away to protect the tower.
Yep. Looks like they're gonna go middle this time. Janu was here with Nazjo. Don't really see them being able to do anything. I suppose the good news is that they did manage to get a kill. It's only on a support though, and it's not necessarily creating space anywhere. I suppose the DK's been farming down bottom, looking to grab a Shadow Blade, so he has a little bit of quiet time to finish up that. So I suppose it's good for Ben-Hur.
Excuse me, casters.
Yes,
we
my
have
king.
our first King's Decree.
Oh boy.
Ooh!
Ah, yeah.
To celebrate Altera Blade, he has purchased a drums, and a drum, it's a very musical item, an item we don't see too often. So anytime this Terrorblade uses his drums, you shall continue your conversation, your cast, for the next 10 seconds in song.
Oh, do we get music as well, Tsunami?
Yeah.
And Tsunami, yes, as wizard,
You mean
shall
like
play us a tune for them to sing to.
Okay.
when they
When they activate the drum, for the
We
duration of
chat.
the drum charge, how long does drum last, Tsunami?
Drum
It's like
lasts
7
for,
seconds.
wait,
we chit chat anything
6 seconds.
6 seconds. So for that 6 seconds of drum active, you shall be talking in
Chit-chat.
song.
talking in song.
Song. You
We
shall
just,
sing.
Oh, talking
we
in
just sing.
song. Ah.
Yeah, just
Sing
sing
your
what
commentary.
you wanted to say.
Okay.
Excuse me.
And Tsunami, yes, please. Do
Yes,
the
yes.
musical.
That's
interjection.
actually more creative
I
than
shall find something
ring ding
appropriate.
dong and yang yong here today.
Cyclopzz.
You like it?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, if you see the drums pop, you gotta tell me as well because I might not notice.
Yes.
Oh, Nesjo. Oh.
Okay, now I
Okay.
obviously abandoned my duty.
Okay.
Just for the drums.
So coming in from the backside, looking to grab the arrow, they get it on the Terrorblade. Massive kill to get in.
Hello?
Hello?
That was the drum?
Oh,
all
my
three of you?
goodness, we had to sing with our song thanks to Tsunami.
Drum, 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 drum.
No, that's
Drum to drum, drum
Hey,
to drum,
hey.
drum to drum.
The drum is over.
Drum, drum.
Hail
Silence.
drum.
Silence.
Alright.
Disappointing.
Cyclops, you had
Speaking of
one job.
which,
Silence are dying in that bottom lane. Cyclops, you had one job to tell me if the drum's triggered.
I just found out.
You hear it. It goes.
Who's gonna think he's gonna use it when he's about to die?
Yeah,
run
I
away.
don't know, but we still got a couple charges
Using it
left.
to
it's a
juke.
pretty common situation, actually.
Dragon Tail off into the Nyx. Oh, that multicast. Easy pick off there for the DK and the Ogre.
I'm just gonna come up with the same song. No, I'll try to do a song.
I'm worried, Cyclops.
Why?
I don't know what kind of song you're going to come up with.
Why not?
It's okay, I'll just let you do what you do. It's all good. Good Daniel pushing down this bottom lane, as Nature's Prophets usually do, keeping their lanes pushed out, but he may get ganked out by Sam H and Raging Potato.
I actually lose focus for this.
And then you
Alright.
still missed it, though.
Alright, just throw the Ignite. Oh, arrow onto the Weaver on the top lane. Oh, the second Starfall didn't land. Have to use the Global Silence to kill this Weaver off. That's a kill. But they didn't get lucky. Nice grave though onto the Mirana. Going to be keeping her alive from the Lina.
Come on,
My
man.
goodness.
Lina was so overpowered at the moment. She was 12 when everyone not even 10 yet.
She
She
had-
should just waste everything from this advantage and
Okay.
get more kills. Come on.
Sprout onto Raging. Oh my goodness. Raging Potato just gets hit with the
That's what I'm
Laguna
talking
in
about.
the face. But look at the stun from Sam H. Annihilating that Lina. They also get the kill onto Janual as well. So Sterling Global Dragon's getting a little bit overconfident.
Oh no.
What?
Did we
What?
miss a drum charge?
No, we still
My
have
man.
5. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Terrorblade just going in for the Sun Dance with the
Baby,
DK.
baby,
Oh.
drum.
My goodness,
Baby,
Cyclops,
baby,
your
baby,
songs are so
drum.
goddamn stupid.
Why?
We're still going after Ben-Hur, but looks like he's gonna be... That was more than 6 seconds, Tsunami. My
Yeah.
goodness. What
I
is
see no
this-
issue.
What is this song you're singing, Cyclops? You just start
It
singing
was
Baby.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
You're
why
not-
not? What's wrong
I
with
don't-
The
that?
king is pleased by
don't
your musical
know.
selection.
I don't know if you understand the decree. The decree is you just whatever you wanted to say next, you just sing. But you're singing a song.
Yeah, I'm singing
That
a
makes
song.
no sense.
The king requests some ABBA next time.
What's
Yeah,
ABBA?
yeah. You don't know ABBA?
I'll let
Dancing
Cyclops.
Queen?
Yeah.
You know
Cyclops.
Cyclops? You know
Yeah.
Dancing
Yeah.
Queen
Yeah.
Cyclops?
You Cyclops, you do it. I mean,
Why not? Just give me a call.
I don't think Cyclops actually knows that. I think he's just saying he does.
we'll find out soon.
That means you never see my show.
Oh, I haven't. You play
My
it?
show on Beyond the Summit, I play every kind
Oh,
of songs,
okay.
man.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, Kieran's spotting out
I
both
know,
the
we
Mirana
always get back.
and the Ogre. Arrow gonna land on Lilina. That was a little bit far out, but they managed to catch her out. Oh my goodness. Sam H getting the multicast of his life. Graved as well from the Dazzle, going to keep him alive. It drags the fight on a little bit longer, and they managed to snag 2 kills, looking for their 3rd. And DeToNator with their... I gotta say, their maneuvers in these ganks have been fantastic. And as well, Sam H getting some of these lucky multicasts.
It's just that they have faster reaction than Team SGD. I'm pretty sure that before SGD went into the team fight, they already do some counting. But yeah, they didn't know that so many people just gonna teleport down just to help one guy on that team fight, and it was the DragonKnight, who in a very good position, taking pretty much all the damage with around 21 armor. They gotta invest a lot to kill him. But unfortunately also for SGD that they aim on the DragonKnight first, so then ran out of the spell to kill the others. Then YSC comes in, Starstorms, a lot of damage, and that was easy.
They're gonna try and invade the Roche pit. There's only 2 of them Weavers there, but they snatched the Aegis. They took the Roche kill. Oh, the multicast again! Kirit's just getting squashed by Sam H.
Oh,
They
man.
took the Roche kill, so it wasn't that bad. They got the gold, but they still lost the Aegis. So a bit unfortunate. I suppose it's the extra gold going in the way of Sterling Global Dragons. That's good. Just gonna speed up the Terrorblade a little bit.
DK with the Shadow Blade and Black King Bar, just like what we discussed before. With this, it's just he would be very, very scary because he can cut through all the obstacle walls and he can happen anywhere. Especially the back line now, you need to be careful because, well, you know, suddenly a big yellow dragon shows up and that's nothing you can do about.
Exactly.
It's like if you choose like the one color that the dragon never turns into. He turns green, red, and blue. He doesn't turn yellow at any point.
Nah, he's yellow. Look at his armor.
Wait,
do you see that?
That's the armor. It's not the dragon.
Yeah, but
it's alright, Cyclops.
I'm all about the red dragon. The primary color dragons. Wait, actually yellow is the primary color.
No, I think the blue one looks the best.
Blue's the primary color.
you mean
So there's RGB, but then there's also like in
red, blue, green, yeah.
But I think yellow, red.
Yellow, red, magenta. Sorry, it's magenta.
It's CMYK. So
Yeah, CMYK.
cyan,
So cyan,
magenta,
magenta,
yellow,
yellow.
and key. Key is black.
I want green, yellow, and red.
Oh,
I
Moonlight
love that.
Shadow. Oh, they spotted this out as well with Curate. So everyone on the side of Sterling, they should know about this. It's not going to be a successful Moonlight Shadow, unfortunately.
You don't like the color blue, Cyclops?
What?
You don't like blue?
Why? I don't like blues.
You don't like
I don't
blue?
want to be blues.
Why?
Like Eiffel 65?
iPhone 60.
That's a
Why?
classic.
Dabba dee dabba die?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
You want to sing that one instead of ABBA?
No,
No,
I
stick with that.
yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
stick with ABBA. Speaking of which, what's the drum situation? We still have 4 charges or
Still
what?
got the 4 charges.
Okay.
It's all good. Bottom lane, we've got Benho pushing along with Sam H. This Dragon slowly trying to burn down this tower. There are a lot of Dire Heroes down here as well. The Radiant sort of going to let this tower drop. They're going to try and go for their own tower in that top lane, but the defense, if DeToNator want to TP up top, they probably could defend it. It's only a Weaver and an Aegis Prophet.
MCB like, hang on, my man, hang on, I'm coming. Look at that. We haven't seen him for should be around
Tower's
like 5
built.
minutes.
Look at all those mass TPs. Blink forward by Sam H. Stun straight onto that Aegis Prophet. He's not going anywhere. Dragon Tail to the face as well. Randpo spotted out by Raging Potato. Not going to be able to do anything just because it's a dazzle.
The SGD need to stop going for risking and avoid a team fight because TB farming so good right now. He just got the Sentient Yacha and Dragonlance, and the more that you go in and lose a fight, it's going to be more harder than TB. All you just have to do is just secure some area, play some obstacle wards, and make sure that in your Radiant NC doesn't have any obstacle wards left by placing a lot of sentries. And yeah, just back up that TB. That's all you need to do now.
It's got to be a little bit... You're going to be worried now, though, because some of these core items are already picked up on DeToNators. You've got the Blink Initiation for Sam H on his Ogre. The DK, he's got a Shadow Blade, Aegis as well. They're ready to go for high ground if they wanted to. The Mirana's starting to really pick up her farm as well. And then Global Silence on your Silencer. This is the ideal scenario to start pushing if you're DeToNators. And they've already pushed bottom. Would not be surprised if they wanted to start heavily pushing that top lane. But it looks
Click
like
on the Terrorblade. Someone click on Terrorblade.
Oh, no.
Terrorblade's using.
No,
We
he's
need
not-
some
he's not gonna
music.
do it.
No, he's not. He's
No,
not doing anything.
What?
Calm down.
Why'd you...
You'll hear the drums, you know?
Yeah,
Keep an ear
I'm
out
not
for
going to
it.
sing until you play that music,
I
okay?
good. You shouldn't. He only has 4 charges right now.
Oh, Ogre going to be spotted out.
Why
Arrow
is this man not
the
activating his
arrow
drum?
lands on the Weaver, so it's going to
Alright.
be able to prevent him from doing the damage. They managed to get their grab onto the Nyx Assassin. Oh my goodness, the Mirana is dead and has now bought back.
Yeah, and then you
Lose
got
the
I'll do it next time.
dazzle.
What?
Cyclops needs to sing because he's being a party pooper.
You sing it all.
I know.
Yeah,
Global
that's fine.
Silence used by the Silencer. The Mirana's
Cool.
come back into the fight. The Weaver is going to true down this Silencer, so he's got nothing left to do. Rampo going to jump forward, go onto the DK. You think he's tanky? Well, think
God.
again. He's not tanky enough, and Mirana going to run home, doesn't want to die back.
Now this is what happened when Terrorblade just started team fight. I'm pretty sure the DeToNator is kind of chopped with the item too.
I would have to
That's-
say it's really hard to sing with a block nose.
That
Why do I have to be
is
sick?
that is really strong player of Terrorblade, and they didn't know that Terrorblade of SGD is gonna join the previous team fight. That's why they kind of wow TB, and that's hell of damage come out from him.
They're already pushing as well. There's no global. That's a major team fight skill for DeToNators as well. Oh, Sterling Global Dragons trying to run away. Okay, nice time lapse for the Weaver. Going to mitigate all that damage. Janual is going to TP No way to cancel the TP, really? Well, we already see the disadvantage of this lineup. Rampo not going to get caught. He's got Sakuchi for days. Sam H is still chasing. Looking for the stun. Multicasts. Oh, the multicasts.
All skill.
Painful.
Again, a bit of like overhype for Team SGD. They already won a big team fight, which is the turn the momentum around. But they'll be like, man, we did it. Let's go. And then died for two guys. One core, one Nyx.
Luckily, it wasn't the Terrorblade or the Lina, because these two heroes are the primary farmed heroes on the side of Sterling Global Dragons. They've got the majority of the farm.
Yeah, but there are so many ways others than that to do the to buy some time for TB.
Yeah, well, the TB's still doing good though, because they've pushed out lanes. They've managed to put some. They know they can at least fight DeToNator. They're not really that scared. So I think for Sterling, they'll be happy to go into an engagement. They're just going to make sure they do it. They got to do it properly, just so that they don't run head on into the DeToNator's lineup with a Global Silence in their back pocket. Global Silence coming a cooldown right now. So if anything happens, Global could be right there. Nazjo is going to be leading the charge there with Curitz right behind him. Rana with the Moonlight Shadow. Just going to try and run away.
Very
Curitz
fast moving.
trying to get into position. Is he going to try and go for a stun initiation? Oh, who's at the tree line? It's Raging Potato. They didn't see him. They'll catch him now, though.
I hope you're warming up your Swedish pop, Xyclopzz.
DK's coming into the fight. Oh, they don't exactly land the stuns properly. DK is there. They only get the impale off of Curitz. The stun onto the Weaver. Rampo destroyed.
Run
And the Lina gets stunned as well. Oh, that's two heroes down already for Sterling Global Dragons. Both BKBs used on the side of DeToNators. That's two of your cores. One of them is your major core alongside Janual, who's going to join them in the grave.
Great comeback and uncheckable play by DeToNator that they... yeah, even though that TB looks kind of scary for them, but they still grouping up and believe in their heroes. Having the open by the Ogre Magi with a Blink Dagger Fire Blast. Well, multicast comes on. That was a great show for DeToNator on this one. They should grab this opportunity to take this tower down, harass the tier 3 tower a bit, and then just fall back to the Roshan.
Macy's just finished up his BKB, and it looks like he's looking to fight with his team. He's got Metamorphosis up, so he's ready to go when his team starts to respawn, which is going to be roundabout now. DeToNators, are they going to overstay their welcome? It looks like they might. They're getting a little bit... They're getting too keen to go after the tower. Macy going to lead the charge, and they got the stun off onto Sam H. Their off-laner is going to drop first. Benho needs to get out of here. It looks like YSC will successfully
Jeremy, I demand a Terrorblade click. I don't know what this man is doing.
BKB for Benho. Straight TP, nothing to cancel. He's forced to use it.
You're chasing. Come on.
Listen,
use your drums.
I'm just as hype as you are,
Three
guys.
charges. What's going on here?
I don't know.
Excited.
This reminds me of when Black was playing Terrorblade and didn't use his drum charges the entire
Yes, I
game.
do remember
Maybe it's
that.
maybe it's a passive drums. Who knows?
It's an SEA player thing, I guess.
Global Silence is up, so this is a very, very interesting maneuver from Sterling Global Dragons to still want to push forward. I
Jeremy,
suppose
Terrorblade, click.
Oh no.
it's 3 charges.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Listen, I know you know that. I don't know that.
I could tell you.
Curitz.
It's all good.
I don't trust you.
At this
You
point,
don't
he should just be
trust
popping it to
Right.
Farm Ancients or something.
Yeah,
He's
you had a little bit of meta time left. Come on, man.
I'm counting the drums. I should count the drums.
Yeah, but this is for Xyclopz's benefit, not for mine or God's.
know.
This is for our entertainment, if anything.
I don't even know what Cyclops is looking at. He's looking at a Terrorblade Illusion.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at some other heroes. You better remind me for that,
Oh
Jeremy.
my goodness, Cyclops.
Aghanim Scepter for the Lina. Woo! It's been a while since I see an Aghanim
We saw
Lina.
this yesterday, didn't we? Or is it the day before? I remember seeing an Ags Lina for
There was
King's
one
Cup.
day, but like this situation is great because you're against
DK.
yeah, and then Murano, 2 heroes who have already purchased a BKB.
Yep.
She purchased it in some weird context against like spell damage, or there was like some pipe on the enemy team or something. So like I guess you could justify it, but against BKBs is the primary purchase reason.
Mhm.
And she's about to get her next talent. Once she got level 20 plus 12%
25.
spell amplification.
No, she
man.
went for 25 mana break on the Marana.
I mean, he means the Lina.
The
spell.
Lina.
Oh,
the
for
Lina.
Lina's. Oh, sorry. I thought you said
Ah.
Marana.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
she does go for the spell amp, so definitely not thinking about turning into a right-click Lina anytime soon.
It makes sense, though, especially against the DK.
Right, yeah, so much armor to have to deal with.
And even the Ogre as well. I mean, Ogre is a little bit too fat to sort of right-click down to. Sitting at about 19 armor on Sam H. So he's a chunky boy. Looks like Terrorblade's just hit level 20 for his talents as well. Cooldown for Reflection. I don't think anyone has really gone for stats.
I am Scotty on the way. Oh.
For who? Terrorblade?
Yeah.
He's getting pretty close to it too. Terrorblade's gonna get really tanky.
In the late game, of course, it's gonna be a Sterling Global Dragon game. Imagine if every hero get to level 25 at Randpo with the last talent roaming around between mid and top lane, and having one guy, which is Nature Prophet, going here and there pushing the creep wave. Oh man, it's a perfect rat game, and also that Terrorblade can push very fast.
I definitely think DeToNators have a decent late game lineup as well, especially if they can somehow get some farm onto their silencer. If you can get a refresher orb where they get the refresher shard on him, they get the double silence. A simple BKB is not enough. You'll need a BKB and a Manta or something else to dispel it during that duration, but the double silence is pretty big.
That is team fight wise.
It's going to be a team fight. Moonlight Shadow into a smoke. It's going to break onto the high ground. Multicast onto the Lina. Deletes her. Terrorblade
what is he not doing?
What
the hell?
He hasn't popped the drums. He just popped the BKB.
Calm
down, Tsunami.
I can't calm down. I demand satisfaction.
You're not the king. You don't demand anything.
GoDz, do you demand satisfaction?
You guys are so focused on the hit.
The king is disappointed.
There we go. Wait, I have something for that. Hold on.
Wait.
I don't know which page it's on.
I think it's on the first page.
Where
King's
is
Cup,
your drums,
yes,
Mr. Terrorblade?
There we go.
I got you.
You're a little bit slow there. So Roshan gonna be an easy take here for the Dire side. That pick off on the Lina was massive, and the fact that she was leading the charge. Well, I mean, Sam H has been really lucky this game. Have we seen him not get a multicast? I think every single time we've seen him on screen, he's gotten multicasts at least once.
It's up to 60% now, so it's pretty high chance.
Yeah, for the 2x, it's
2x,
pretty.
He got it.
It's like headshots.
He got the 3 times on the Lina.
Yeah.
He got like
that
the
was pretty dank.
I am. Oh.
Okay. Oh, they managed to find the Weaver. He's got a time lapse available. Multicast again.
That's
the 4
That's a little. Oh, he was mid time lapse cast animation.
He could have used it sooner.
Yeah, I know.
He started to walk rather than time lapse out.
The multicast.
Props to Team DeToNator, man. They are good at catching up all these. Gimme the bong after midnight.
I don't know that song, but keep going.
That's it.
We're still singing. Cyclops, you suck as my co-caster.
What is this song?
I'll deal with it.
Wait, what is this song? What is it called?
Gimme.
That's not even a song.
I don't know this one. Do you know this one?
Gimme from ABBA. You don't know?
I don't know this one.
I don't think that's ABBA.
You can
I'm looking up.
Maybe it's like a Thai ABBA.
I mean, granted, I don't know very much ABBA. I didn't even watch like Mamma Mia or whatever.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. You guys are so mainstream.
Yeah,
you only watch like side A of the album.
You're absolutely right. I gotta get on the B-sides. Gimme. Oh, he's right. Okay, let's see.
So I told ya.
Gimme. I'm not.
Not my fault that you don't know the song.
I trust you.
Oh my goodness. Got a smoke on the side of DeToNators, looking to grab some more kills, but looks like Sterling Global Dragons, they know what's up. They're hiding inside the base.
Sorry, just playing some ABBA.
Okay.
Continue.
Some royalty-free ABBA, I'm sure.
Royalty-free.
Yeah.
Ben-Hur gonna lead the charge with the DK. Oh, they've destroyed Daniel right off the bat. Look at this Mirana with the BKB, going real deep for these kills. Really looking for this Lina. Will get it with the arrows. Terrorblade is here. They got the stun off there, and the Mirana's dead.
Yes, but how many charges does he have?
We gotta look a little bit later. We've got 1 versus
a little bit too much fire, man.
Terrorblade,
look at that.
the multi-cast
Terrorblade gone. He's just gone off to Africa. I don't know. I just make it done, man. Just get it over with.
Oh, we asked for some Toto? Is that what it was?
Oh my god.
It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you.
Yeah. I think.
There's nothing that this Terrorblade can fucking do.
I respect the bold choice of song there. Yep. Are we down to 1 drum charge left?
I don't know.
We've got 1 drum
Oh,
charge.
we got 1 drum charge. You better make it count.
Yep.
Okay, gotta push up for these
Same
Raxes.
song requests I can come up with.
Look at that man. My boy Dragonite with blue eye, white dragon.
He's
doing
got
the
no
job.
white dragon. You calm me down, Cyclops. With no leader, no Terrorblade, they've got no damage. They've got no way to threaten DeToNator. They just take free Raxes. Rampo, because he's a utility weeper. Oh, okay, 2 man. Nope, still not gonna do anything. Nope. Nope, not quite.
I would be weeping if I was this Weaver.
Yep, unfortunate. Well, this is sort of what happens though when you go back to this utility weaver. They're gonna keep heroes here. Can they get someone into this fight? Lina gonna TP into the shrine.
Forest,
okay,
run.
double man impale. Gonna go for this dazzle. They know he's got a grave available. Gonna grave himself. Get the stun. DK gonna be smacking carrots in the backside. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Nazjo coming in, trying to burn him down as that Lina gets the kill that she's looking for.
How did he brought that DK down? That's hella damage coming out from Lina. My
It's a
goodness.
Lina with Ag Cyclops.
Yeah. Lina Axe indeed.
Yep.
It feels like in case if SGD loses game, it's all about that unforced error. Terrorblade doing fine in farming. Lina, yeah, even though she haven't get like so many kills, but she still managed to get a lot of levels. But what happened is the rest of team SGD are keeping doing unforced error, going in and got caught in maybe, yeah, you can call it buy some time or creating some space, but just play it safe. I think it is much better. And at this point, when you already lost the first set of racks, that's no room for another unforced error.
Now, something that people might not know is that during the Flame Cup, Sterling Global Dragons had a couple of connection issues, and I think it was packet loss from what I was aware of. So we might have some packet loss issues and DCs on the side of Sterling Global Dragons. A little bit concerning, but
They are ready.
I'm gonna go back into the game.
1 drum charge remaining.
The King's
Not using it to push.
Not using it to push. He wants to push the Raxus. Sam H going again, getting the multicast again. The Global Silence instant cast. And that's going to be the Terrorblade down and out of the board for 80 seconds. Again, another multicast from Sam H going to be deleting Januel as well. Looking for this Lina. The damage from YSC. It's real. This Mirana is still chasing. Gets the 390 crit. I don't know where I got the number 4 from. Forced to buy back on to the Nature's Prophet. He's actually TP'd into the top lane looking to push, but I'd say if you're DeToNators, you're pretty happy to get some of those kills. You defend your Raxes as well.
The King is going to make his 2nd decree for the
Okay.
remainder of this game.
Yes.
Should the Ogre Magi get a 4 times multicast, the commentator shall proclaim, "Ding, ding, ding, motherfucker."
Cyclops.
Oh, this is even worse than mine yesterday.
No. Cyclops, can
ring
you do
ding
this,
dong.
Cyclops? I could. You'll
Ding,
be this.
ding, ding,
Can you help me do this,
motherfucker.
Cyclops?
It's
I
the LD
got
saying.
nothing.
LD said it at TI.
So what is it again? Ding.
Ding, 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 motherfucker.
Okay, Cyclops, can you be watching the Sam H?
Yeah, I got nothing to lose anyway.
You got nothing to do anyway.
I lost it all. Since singing a song and all those stuff, you know.
Okay. Alright, we'll do this. We got to tag team this Cyclops.
Your king has spoken.
I'll watch
Thank
it
you,
out.
Lacoste. Alright. All the Dire heroes looking to go for a push in the bottom lane. Now, what's the plan here for Sterling Global Dragons? Tried to catch out the Mirana, not going to be able to do that. And they Moonlight Shadow back. Now, I'm wondering if they want to try and do a sneaky play and go for a wraparound with the Moonlight Shadow, or if they're just trying to run away with this. Because some teams, they like to smoke back and sort of do the surprise gank when the enemy doesn't really suspect it. Nope, just going to be the Shrine. Oh, the refresher orb on the silencer. It's here.
I think the game is reaching the point where just one small mistake can easily might cause them a 1-knock KO. Because if you take a look at the hero lineup, Dragonite with Mirana this big, and also they have the Terrorblade and Lina. Just one team wide can easily like just go straight to nobody cares about the barracks anymore. Just go straight to the throne. I'm not sure about what the buyback status look like, but it's pretty risky. only around like 3 guys in the game got a buyback at the moment. So this next team fight, and also I think it's all about the layer that DeToNator put in a team fight, that they should set up the a proper layer by the Dragonite first, and then Mirana second, and then the RR third, like setting up 3 layers of team fight formation for team fight.
Well, let's see if we get a team fight to begin with, Xyclopzz, because it looks like for now Sterling Global Dragons just want to avoid as many team fights as they can get.
The reason I talked about the layers because there were so many fights lately that even though they won, but I feel like somebody in the team is still mispositioned. Like they shouldn't be there. And yeah, I hope that these 2 guys, Red Team Potato and RR, are gonna be in safe places, ready to do some spell to save like Shallow Grave and the
Okay, Roche could possibly spawn. 15-second Roche. That is really quick if they just want to turn around and check this.
I kind of surprised that nobody plays the Observer Watch or Sentry just to take control in the Roche pit at all. At this stage of the game, Roshan is everything.
No, you could see just now that DeToNators, they definitely wanted to try and take Roche just then if they could, but they sort of checked it when he hadn't respawned. Roche is up now, but no one's checking this out. Consistently get the check. I'm pretty sure YSC should throw an arrow into the Roche pit. Should throw an arrow into the Roche pit. Not gonna throw an arrow into the Roche pit. Well then, now
Wow!
don't know.
Where does that come from?
From Tsunami.
Mr. Beardman.
No arrow into the Roche pit. Well, no one knows that Roche is up. And we're gonna get a smoke into smoke again? No, it's gonna be a smoke into DeToNators. No? What's the play? They seem very indecisive. Like, looking at the movements from Sterling Global Dragons, they want to go and then they don't want to go. Moonlight Shadow. Okay, this might just be how things happen. They see the illusion. They know it's an illusion. Oh, they may have been spotted out. Oh, Curates. Curates, they saw it. There is a gem on the Nyx. So he ran right into the Mirana and nothing happened. Arrow. Gonna find nothing.
Still gonna charge.
Okay, we'll see where this leads to. Benher gonna show himself in that middle lane. His team's still more or less hidden.
Dude, did no one go into the pit?
No one's going into the pit. Roshan is fine. He's good.
I don't know if they want to be brave enough to go for Roche right now, even if they scouted it. But
be
But
strong.
they're all splitting up as if they don't know if it's up though.
yeah,
DeToNators, they're so dead set on trying to get this gank. They used a smoke, then they used a Mirana Moonlight Shadow, and they're using another smoke to try and find a kill. And they're going up top.
this double global is so strong in a team fight.
Do they really want to go into Rampo though? This is a Weaver. If they go to the top left, I suppose the Weaver will do. Let's see. TP, they don't know he's there.
Oh, that was
Doesn't
so
know
close,
he's there. This is gonna be another wasted smoke. Oh, this hurts. This hurts so much.
They're gonna start smuggling in the Roshan pit now. Aegis and the Cheese is Dojo, and also refresh the shot.
DK takes no damage now that he's level 25, has double Dragon Blood, plus 40 strength.
BKB.
Heart of Tarask, oh my god, 5k health
Holy
with
crap.
34 armor.
Do they even have damage to kill?
Yeah, I think he just almost outcarries TB in some ways at this point.
And the thing is, he still have 1 slot left for the items.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a damaged item, maybe a Daedalus.
Technically, TB can fight the DK. It's just he's gonna have to 1v1 with the Sunder. Like, you never have a scenario like that happen, though, like, realistically in this game.
Yeah, that's the thing. 5k health, Sunder's percent-based damage in a way if you use on
Exactly.
DK, so that's kind of nice.
It's nice, but with the way that things have been going, we've never seen DeToNators fight isolated, get picked off one-on-one. They've been more or less moving together, so I just don't see that scenario happening.
Terrorblade's getting bursted, like chain stunned and silenced.
You
so he
mean
doesn't
multicasted?
multicasted,
That's
yes.
what's been going on.
chain stunned by the multicast.
Oh no, it seems like the drum has been replaced out.
Oh,
All the charges were used, so it's all good.
no, we had one more left.
They
I
already
think.
used,
did we?
no, they have 1 more left.
I think he sold it too.
Oh no, I actually
the
prepared
king.
some song for ya. Oh no.
Alright, well, you know what, you want to do it anyway?
What do you want
So
to
I
Yeah,
got-
yeah, since I
when do you want to do it? You tell me. You want to do it right now?
Let's do it now
why not?
because there's
All
nothing
right.
happening.
Nobody gets too much thunder anymore. It's as high as a dragon and harder to climb. Well, I'm safe on this one. This one is safe. good for all the audience.
GoDz is happy. BKBs have been used all across the board. Macy's gonna run out of his BKB. He's used his Metamorphosis. He's trying to get away. Dragon Tail right onto that Weaver. He's gonna get bursted down. No, does not get the time lapse. He had the Manta style, but Silence is down terribly with no BKB, fully exposed. His team can't do anything to protect him. Gonna catch out the Lina as well.
What?
Movement speed is not gonna save you. You've got one buyback, but it's just on the Lina.
My god, and then that's just a game breaker.
They're not really using spells on SGD's side. At least.
To be fair, they were
Oh my
refresher
God.
silenced.
Yeah, well, Weaver used
Weaver
Manta
had a
and then
chance.
did not time
Yes,
lapse.
I did see that as well.
Makes me think that there might be some lag issues.
TB has what, Manta and BKB?
Yes.
Yes, there's double silence, but at the same time, you can use Manta then time lapse. Unless Silencer like overlaps the silences.
Which he did not.
He did not. Same for TB. You can Manta then Sunder, BKB then Sunder. I mean, maybe you're BKBing early anyway, so you don't get bursted, but you got to use your spells.
Well, yet again, I was skeptical about the Yoshimoto DeToNator draft, but yet again, they've proven competency.
It's good to be skeptical because they actually draft like the SGD drops slightly better, but it's all about the unforced error that they made during right from the start. That I kind of wonder why are they not just keeping safe and just wait for the Tailblade, waiting for that Lina to come out. And as you can see, the first time they're grouping up, they won easily on a team fight. I just wonder why that kind of thing didn't happen like all the time. And that's all.
Yeah, at best, you can give the excuse that maybe Nature's Prophet was more interested in split pushing most of the time, and that's
Rather
why they
than
didn't want to.
participating in team
Right,
fights,
and so maybe that's
yeah.
why they didn't want a 5-man. But then, the way that Yoshimoto DeToNator like took advantage of their inability, like normally when you have a silencer, you're like, great, well, you know, more team fights the better. But they weren't forcing them. They wasn't like, oh man, global's up, we got to go find a gank or something like that. They were just like, whatever. I mean, I'm pretty sure our DK can outcarry your TB given the circumstances, and that's exactly what happened.
Well, Sterling Global Dragon's going to be down 1 point here. Yoshimoto DeToNators, another point for them. I mean, these guys, they're really happy to grab this point. I think they're really close to actually just making it right through to the playoffs, right?
It must be at this point.
I'll take a look at the
I would imagine
brackets.
them and Clutch are looking pretty safe at this point.
So DeToNators, they will get 7 points off of this win, which is the same number of points as Clutch. So
And same as, I think, Tigers too, right?
Tigers
More
is
games
also
left.
7, but Tigers are practically finished.
Yeah.
So can't
Okay.
really count them in, I suppose. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well-
well, according to Liquipedia, Tigers is confirmed out. But again,
Yeah.
3 teams do get to make it, not 2, to the playoffs.
Yep.
All
But
right,
the issue is that it's probably going to be DeToNators going
Right.
through.
Mr. Cocaster, who would you say was MVP that game?
You say I'm MVP?
Yeah,
I mean, you're also MVP, but who do you think the MVP was on the teams?
I think it's Dragonite. I kind of like the way that he plays his position.
Oh,
Even
come on. It had to be Sam H with the multicasts.
He's fat shaming again,
Shame.
as I expected. He is fat shaming the Ogre Magi.
It's pretty tight between the Dragonite and also the Tailblade because in that such a game that his teammates kind of shaky, that Tailblade still managed to like having a great farm, as you can see. It's just that he reaching the point that sometimes his teammates were so far away and they decided to commit a team fight, and it's impossible for him to walk across the map to join the team fight. So we always see him run back to the base and save his life and the whole game. Yeah, I think that's the reason why I didn't give him the MVP, but I really like how the Dragonite play out since in the lane. Well, he's not winning the lane, but don't die. That versus Lina is good enough already. Still managed to get a good items like he. All the item build were correct. Start from the Shadow Blade and BKB and all the stuff. Get 5.1k HP, and that's actually the main reason because they spend too much time on the Dragonite. I like his play.
Well, we have game 2. Danelie, take us to a break, please.
Okay, we're going to be heading off to a quick break, and once